Hello everybody, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the channel. It is your host, Mrs. K. This morning I had a fun one and I just wanted to kind of bring it up, and we'll try to get Mr. K to put it up here for you guys somewhere. This guy really, seriously, come on. I've been following this guy for a while and he doesn't know how to keep his lines, and then he runs the red light. Oh my gosh. I still don't think he's following the lines. He definitely wasn't following the speed limit. I was going to work in the morning and some guy, he was ahead of me. Could have been a lady, I don't know. Some person ahead of me in a car decided they couldn't decide which lane they wanted to be in, number one. Number two, they didn't want to go, I think, over 40. It could have been a little bit over 40, but I'm not 100% sure. It came to one of these lights that we got to, and instead of the person stopping, because they would have had time to stop because I was behind them, I had time to stop. They blare through the red light, and I just found it to be really, really funny when you think about it, because here they are all this time, they're doing everything slow, and the one thing that they should be doing slow, they decide to do fast, which I find to be really, really ironic. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about or know any people that do that, but I couldn't believe it this morning. I just found it really funny. I don't know why I found it so funny. I just found it funny. I don't know if you guys ever come across drivers like that where you're just like, I want to say shake your head, but technically that's not what you're doing, because you're not going like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, you're like, oh, kind of thing where your head's like down going, why? So I just wanted to mention it, and obviously we can pop it up in the video. It's just one of those really weird things that I found to be funny. I know, I keep using the word funny. I need a new word. Hilarious? It could be hilarious. Why not? It could be mind-blowing. It could be inconceivable. I don't know why I'm rambling off words now. Why not? So yeah, it was interesting to me. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how many of you guys run into those types of drivers. I wish I actually had this one captured, which would have been funny to put in the fact of why would you do that? I was on a hill going up on the hill, so you guys know how it is to stop on a hill and then to keep your momentum going afterwards. So this lady decides that it would be a good idea to back up. And I'm not that close to her bumper, but I'm close enough that if I don't, that I have room to back up, in the sense of she's not going to hit me because she's backing up. So I'm not really sure if she was rolling off her brake or something like that, right? And so I'm so lucky because on this hill there was nobody behind me, so I had no issues when it came to that. But if I hadn't backed up, she would have ran into my front tire. And so then she stops and I'm like, okay, so we're good now. No, she rolls back again. I'm like, why would you do that? And she stops. I'm like, okay, we're good. And she starts rolling again. And I did honk my horn at her, and it didn't seem to faze her, I guess. I'm not exactly sure. It wasn't until the other driver that was pulling up next to us honked his horn, which, thank you, driver. I know you were in a red car. I just can't remember which red car it was. But if it wasn't for him honking his horn at her too, I think she still would have kept rolling back at me. And I just couldn't believe it. I'm just like, why are you rolling? And then she pulls forward, and she has more than a car length in front of her since all this rolling back, on top of the space she left originally. So she rolls forward, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting that close to you again. I leave like at least half a car length between her and I. because when she rolled up, she's like rolled up a good car length at least, right? And I'm like, yeah, not doing that again. Leave half the car length behind her. Then she starts pulling up again before the light changes, obviously, right? And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how much space did you have in front of you before I was supposed to go? And I just wanted to scratch my head if I wasn't so confused by the whole situation. I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this? And then after, I'm like going straight after the light behind her, and I'm like, wherever she's going, I'm not going. If I wanted to make that turn, I am no longer making that turn. So it was kind of funny because she's making this, she may actually end up doing all these weird maneuvers. And I'm like, why are you doing all this? It doesn't make any sense. Next thing you know, because we're in the far left lane, and she goes all the way to the far right lane, which was 3 lanes wide, the intersection. And she's like trying to rush and weave through traffic now. And I'm just like, what? I don't understand you. What are you trying to accomplish? So those are my 2 like recent stories of things where I'm just scratching my head going, what is going on? Because I don't understand it. And I just thought I would share them with you guys, because why not? I mean, 2019 is off to an interesting start when it comes to just shaking your head and going, why are you doing that? I mean, I know, okay, honestly, there's sometimes that I do things that I'm pretty sure people are shaking their head and going, why? Or they're confused because they don't understand how it works on a motorcycle, and I can understand that. But I haven't got to that point yet that I'm aware of to have actually have done that. And if I have cut off anybody, I am really sorry, but I make sure to do my darndest not to. Because if I am completely unintentional, if I block you guys off or do anything stupid, I do my shoulder checks. I do try to watch. But like everything else, nobody's perfect. I just find it funny when I see a continuous scenario that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I appreciate the fact that you tuned in to listen to my wacky story. Until next time, don't forget to love, ride, and explore. Ta-ta! Don't forget the little bell. The bell is fun. The bell is good. The bell tells you when we have a video.